Okay. So you want to try out the symbolic action too? Okay, well, I am glad that you are here. Yo, sis, from a different miss, hope you benefit from the tips that I am going to give in this video. Now, let's begin. So, for those who do not know, prevent is to keep something from happening or arising. And so I want to focus on the last part of this, meaning arising. When I titled this Preventing Anger, I wanted to focus on keeping anger from arising within you so much to where you do not have self-control. I want to see if we can proactively manage our anger by using these methods. Now, they are going to be different from the norm and might make you uncomfortable because it is thinking a little bit deeper than just following the normal strategies. And don't get me wrong, practicing self-care, because I mentioned them in my videos, managing stress, communicating effectively, setting boundaries, developing problem-solving skills, practicing gratitude. Yes, do all of those things. But what about deactivating your buttons, mastering your triggers, having self-control and wisdom? So I just want to shake up the strategies and bring in a whole lot of humility and a pinch of selfless methods to practice. Is that cool with you? All right, cool. Let's get it. But before we do, let's have our mental break called breathe in and out. So I would like to take this opportunity to ask, what do you think I mean when I say deactivate your buttons? Have you ever tried just to create unique approaches to preventing anger from getting out of control? Do you see yourself as a hothead or have people referred to you as one? Please put your opinions and thoughts and let me know your answers to these questions in the comments below. I would appreciate it. They can generate stimulating dialogue. Now, let's take our breathing break. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. As promised, here are some different methods to use to keep anger under control. First and foremost, you must surrender. Let it go. Surrender. You see, surrendering is not weak. You are not a punk if you surrender and accept the process, because with anger, there is no middle way. You have to change how you see the situation and change your attitude about it. Now, am I saying deny what's going on or make up something to make yourself feel good? No. I am saying really consider if there is a genuine cause for your anger to arise, because most of the time you will find that anger causes you to lose your perception and distort your judgment. Your joy, your goodness, and understanding, it depart from you, depriving you of your rational mind and leading you into strife and contention. See, if we surrender to it, it becomes impossible to fall into serious or negative consequences behind the anger. So that's why I say surrendering, accept the process, will help you along with handling your anger with wisdom, right? Just handling it. I mean, if you understand that, you can move forward. And so the second thing to do is kind of weird, but it worked for me because it got my mind off the craziness. Stop right in the middle of your angry situation. I know that sounds weird. And write down how your body feels. I know you're saying, what? Girl, come on now. That's a little bit much. I get it. But no, hear me out. Really hear me out. Okay, so one day I was arguing with a close friend of mine, and the offense was really damaging. And I remember I felt attacked and was ready to knock them upside their head. I'm serious. And had them see their maker. That's how I felt. I was like, oh, you about to see your maker today, because I got time. I got time today, because. But I remember at that moment, I don't know why, but my physical responses became in the forefront. I noticed my rapid breathing. I was shivering when it wasn't even cold. I had tightness in my neck and chest. I was feeling faint. I really was like, I'm about to pass out. It feels like I was just, like those animes where they just like have all the power coming up and you see it like with the orange and white light and all that other stuff, and their body starts shaking and they're like, ugh. That's how I felt. I know I said kind of wrong, but you know what I'm saying, when they be like, yeah, and it just comes out. That's how I felt. And I believed everything in me was about to blow. All my energy rose to the top, and I'm telling you, I was on one. I'll just put it like that, because I was about to say it was something else, but I was on one. I swear I could have snapped to the point of no return. And that's when I realized that this right here ain't healthy. And I needed to be healthy for myself and my family. I needed to make it home to my family, because let me tell you, I would have ended up in jail somewhere fooling around with them. Whew, okay, let me even stop thinking about it. Girl, surrender. Come on, sis, surrender. You let it go. You let it go some years ago. Just surrender it, okay? See, I got to practice on my stuff when I'm talking to you. I got to practice what I'm preaching, right? Oh, okay. So let's get back to you. Back to writing down how your body feels. So like if you're in the middle of an angry situation, just stop right in the middle. Write down how your body feels. And after that encounter, just start noticing some things. Because I know for me, I start noticing how my body gets out of whack when something gets my anger up a wall. I mean, look, I'm going to share some of it. So I noticed sudden twitches. I was sweating when it wasn't even hot. And my skin was turning red, especially the palm of my hands. I'm like, what is going on? I felt like my heart was bursting out of my chest just to smack the other person, not being able to finish a sentence. And I was just having rapid breathing. So as your sis, one thing I want to always keep is being real with y'all. And as you can see, I used to be the aggressor. I was a physical kind of gal, but that is why I decided that I had to get some sort of control over my anger, because anger is harmful to our health. I mean, did you know that during an angry moment, blood pressure increases to such a level that it stresses the blood vessels of the heart, which can mess with the heart, leading to heart failure? Come on now. Come on, they don't teach this stuff in school. Why we don't teach our kids about anger and stress and all these things? I mean, they're starting to get a little better, but we didn't learn that. This stuff is serious, and we have to treat it like that. So once you write these things down, before you know it, you're calmer about the situation, and you have just refocused your mind on something else, which gave time to decrease the height of your anger. See what I did there? Get you out the anger situation, make you write some stuff down. Time has passed, and now you like, okay, I get it. See, told you your sis had your back. Okay, so I think we went over the first one, the second one. Okay, so the third thing is to simply stop and think. Now, this is where humility and selflessness comes in, because we know that sometimes the other person in their anger did not mean what they said and regrets it later. So when you're in the middle of your anger, think about what you will regret and what type of damage this will cause if you do not give grace to the other person or event and give grace to yourself. Think about that. The other person is out of character right now. And when you're angry, you can get out of character as well, right? So why should you become angry at a person when they scoot down to an animalistic way of behaving by not having control, when sometime in your life you probably have done the same thing? We are guilty of the same faults from time to time by letting anger lead. But if you stop and think, anger becomes controllable. I know for me, I tell myself in the middle of seeing someone going off or making the situation worse, I say, I am no better. I have also spoken or done some things that hurt others, which gives me the fortitude to overcome my own immediate hurt feelings at that moment. That gives me the will to consider why the person who is angry right now is acting the way that they are. Then I see them in a different light, saying maybe they are having severe personal problems or some type of private troubles. Maybe they are suffering on the inside and do not have the tools to manage their suffering. It is a lot of reasons why someone is going off. And to be honest, maybe it is you. You could probably be in the wrong and offended that person. But when these possibilities are considered, you start to realize that it is not worth becoming angry. The last thing I need you to consider if you have anger issues is to be okay with seeking help. Look up anger management classes. Now, they are getting good with it. I'm telling you, they have some that are even online. The only thing is you have to pay. So if you can afford it, check out some classes that can help you further down your road to managing your anger. And I'm telling you, when I went online and I seen the anger management classes, and I was just like, okay, bet. I just know that I am getting better and better and better and better at really having self-control over my anger. That's all I'm asking you. I'm asking you to just try some things, focus on some things, be aware of some things, and I think it'll get you there. I truly believe that it will get you there if you really take this seriously. Now, let's recap. We went into how to prevent anger, not necessarily not being angry, but preventing the rise of it. I gave you some methods to add to the normal strategies, but in a unique way with humility and a pinch of selfless methods. We also discussed deactivating our buttons by writing down what our physical bodies go through and changing our perspective of the situation. We even surrendered and to just simply stop and think before you do. That's what I tell my children. Oh, my sweet babies, my precious babies, think before you do. That's my Monique voice. Oh, that was horrible. Oh, okay. My sweet precious babies. Monique, I'm sorry for that. But the last one was to search online for anger management classes and see if it fits for what you are looking for. They do have like the unique evidence-based CBT programs that can help you control your anger. I think that's cool. I really do. Again, it's the evidence-based CBT. Look that up, okay? So now, those were the symbolic actions we took. And I have one more action that I would truly appreciate. And that is if you like what I am doing and the way I am trying to help individuals overcome things. Come on, you know this. Please subscribe by virtually becoming my friend. Please like the video, share it as well, and hit the like button and the notification bell to stay updated when I drop new valuable content that interests you. This is the last interactive path video to this option. Your sis from a different miss has your back. So until next time, detect, check, affect, and accept what is going on in your life conscientiously. Ciao.